So here we have the Volkswagen Golf GTD on a 65 plate. I'm going to start off by showing you around the outside of the car, and then we'll hop in and run through some controls on the inside. From the outside you can see it's a 5-door car with alloy wheels. Let's start off inside the boot and then work our way around the rest of the car from there. As we approach the back of the car, you can see we have reversing sensors, plenty of boot space as well, along with that 60/40 split folding rear seat should you wish to increase this space even further. Okay, so we're just going to work our way back around to the front of the car, and then we'll hop in and run through some controls on the inside. But now that we've done a full circle of it, you can see it's in excellent condition the whole way round. Just briefly before we climb in, I think it's well worth seeing the interior from this exterior point of view. There's plenty to run through on the dashboard, so let's hop in and we'll do that right now. Okay, now that we're inside the car, we're going to start with the dials. On the left-hand side, we have the rev counter and the coolant temperature gauge, and on the right-hand side, the speedometer and fuel gauge. In the middle, you can see the total miles of the car. They are 46,195. The information displayed above that can be changed using buttons on the steering wheel. So there are various different menus available, from your navigation, audio, telephone, vehicle status, your lap timer, and driving data. Driving data is where you'll find all the trip computer and fuel economy information for the car, as well as a digital readout for the speedometer as well. If we back out to the steering wheel, the buttons I was using a second ago are over here, along with phone controls and stereo controls. The stereo controls continue on the left with cruise control. Once you've hit cruise control, if you hit this button just here, this car is able to maintain its own distance between itself and the car in front, both speeding up and slowing down automatically depending on the car in front's speed. Just behind the steering wheel, we have a minus and plus paddle there so that you can change gear manually with this automatic gearbox. Over in the centre, we then have the touchscreen for the car. So we're on the radio menu at the moment. You will see that this car has got DAB, FM and AM radio. If you want to listen to your own music, you can do. And again, there's a number of ways of doing that, as you can see on the screen now. And they include Bluetooth audio. So once you pair up your phone, you'll be able to make and receive phone calls, but you'll also be able to stream your music wirelessly as well. And pairing your phone is done by hitting that button and following the instructions on screen from there. Lastly, we have satellite navigation. As you can see, a nice clear colour display. It's a very easy system to use. Working our way down from that, we have dual zone climate control. So you can adjust the passenger temperature, the driver temperature. You can increase and decrease the fan speed, determine what direction you'd like the air to be distributed in, and then hit this button to turn your air conditioning off or back on again, or hit auto. The car will now take control of the fan speed and the direction of the air to maintain the temperatures you've asked for. You can hear it doing that now. Any manual adjustment will override auto straight away again. For those colder days, we have a heated driver seat and a heated passenger seat, both of which have 3 different heat settings on each. We have some storage that opens up in here that will also reveal your USB input and auxiliary input. We have the gear lever for the fully automatic gearbox, start and stop button for the engine. That button turns the parking sensors on and off. We can turn off the traction control. We can turn off the stop and start. This car is designed to cut out when it's stationary in traffic, which will save you fuel. That's the system now turned off. And the last button here will change the driving mode select. So you can go from eco to normal or sport and then individual. And under individual, you can customize these settings yourself. All that leaves me to say is thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you'd like to come and see the car in person and have a test drive, please feel free to give us a call here at Surrey Specialist Cars. We'd love to hear from you soon.